I bought this Craftsman Overdrive Ratchet so you didn't have to. But should you? I think we need to talk about this. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to Chance's Garage. In today's video, we're going to talk about the Craftsman Overdrive Ratchet. Hey, before we get back in this video, 97% of you do not subscribe to this channel, but you watch the videos. Why not? Give me that nice little subscription. It means the world to me, and my chickens would love it too. So let's get back to this video. So first off, with this ratchet, again, it's 180 teeth. The way that is set up is they took two 90 tooth gears, stacked them on top of each other, and then just ever so slightly offset them. That way the pawls will actually make contact with 180 teeth. The reason that is so good is because you get the fine-tune adjustment of 180 teeth, so very, very small back drag before you can start torquing again. So if you look here in this package is about 2.5, 3 inches, and you can actually hear it make contact as you go back with 10 teeth. So think about that. In this 2 inches, it's going back 10 teeth. So let me see if I can get it on camera here. There. I don't even know if you've seen it move, but there, boom. You're literally have to move this thing maybe 1/4 of an inch to 1/8 of an inch to actually grip onto one of those teeth for you to actually then boom and start torquing down your bolts. So that is awesome. The reason I like what they went with the dual 90 tooth gearing is that means the gears are also going to be thicker and a little bit beefier than just a one traditional 180 tooth. So that way, if you do have a bolt that's stuck on there, wants to be a pain in the ass, you'll actually have a little bit of a meatier, beefier gearing set so that you can torque that thing down without breaking the ratchet itself. I'm going to go ahead and get this completely taken out so we can show off the ratchet more. Here it is out of the container and it's all of its glory. I'll show you there. Maybe you can see it. Probably not because of the glare. But the product number is CMMT82111. And that is for the 3/8 inch drive. So I went with the 3/8 inch drive because that's my do everything. Like most people, everybody just uses the 3/8 drive. So I went with this one just to give it a test out to see what I would like about it, what I don't like about it. So I'm gonna go over some of the positives first. First is I like this gunmetal color. It's not a high shiny chrome. I don't like high shiny chrome ratchets. Don't know why, just personal preference, but I do like this more of a matte gunmetal finish. I do like that the actual handle itself is flat and it's not just completely circular. Really helps you grip on it and torque it down better. Obviously, absolutely love the 180 teeth in it. Weight wise, it's weighs probably a little bit more than my Snap-on, but it definitely is less weight than the Pittsburghs that I own and the Stanleys that I own. I'll show you on the back here. So the left-right selector actually sits, show you there, does sit raised. So that's going to be a negative with this thing, is if you have it in a tight spot, it's easy to flip this because it is raised. Does come with 2 star bits, so if you do need to get into it, it is possible to get into it to service it. Has the quick release button on it. It says Craftsman on the one side, item number on the other side. It's got a nice taper from the head down to the handle, and then it gets wide again for the part where your hand holds it. Again, I really like how this is made for close quarter combat, as I like to call it, or getting it in tight areas. The head is a little bit thicker than the body itself. Reason being is because they do have those 2 gears sandwiched on top of each other, so that's going to make the head a little bit thicker. Where I see a ratchet like this coming in handy though is underneath the car. Like I would really like this taking off the exhaust headers on the Subaru. Be really good for the hard to reach areas of the fuel filter on my Eclipse. For those that don't know about the Eclipse, if you put a 3-inch exhaust on it like I have, you have almost no room to actually take off the fuel filter. So that's where this can come in handy, because that little very small back drag that you have on here to be able to then start torquing works perfect. Let me go ahead and let you hear what the gears sound like on it. The gears on it, they seem to be a bit stiff. I'm sure as this ratchet breaks in that they loosen up a little bit more. I am not an expert when it comes to taking ratchets apart, so I'm not taking it off to see how dry or greased the gearing is. I can just tell when I spin it though that it does have a little stiffness to it. But again, I don't have a problem with that. I know some of you out there that are tool snobs will, but just keep that in the back of your mind. It does have a little stiffness. When it comes to back drag, let me flip it. I mean, that's how, even with the stiff gearing, it's not like it's a stiff ratchet at all. This thing works really well. Price point for this is $32.98. So you're looking at about the same price as an Icon. What I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of show you a comparison of what this ratchet looks like to the main other ratchets that I use that are in 3/8 size, just so that you can kind of see a difference on them. All right, so these are my 4 main 3/8 drive ratchets. From left to right, I have my Snap-on, then that Craftsman Overdrive, a generic Pittsburgh, and then my Coke and Zeal. So I have them all laid out. As you can see, the Pittsburgh and the Craftsman are about the same length. The Zeal's a little bit shorter, and the Snap-on is longest, but that was because I wanted an extra large handle. Or let me show you on the side profile. I don't know how well I can get that, but the Craftsman is about the same thickness as the Snap-on. That Pittsburgh is way thicker than the Craftsman one, and then the Coke and Zeal is about the same thickness as the Craftsman as well as the Snap-on. When we look at the head sizes though, you can see the Snap-on one is narrower and longer. The Craftsman almost looks like that Pittsburgh, and then the Coke and Zeal, which is just in a class of its own. It's in a 1/4-inch drive head, and they just fit a 3-inch drive, whatever those are called. I can't think off the top of my head. Tell me in the comments what it is, because honestly I can't remember now. I'm sorry. But so as you can see, it definitely fits the mold. But also we have a $40 ratchet, $15 ratchet, $35 ratchet, and then a $150 ratchet. So you definitely get what you pay for. You can see here though, next to the shiny chrome, that dull gunmetal color. Again, I like it a lot better than that shiny chrome. But yeah, I just wanted you to see a comparison between the expensive, another mid-tier, and then a cheaper alternative to it. So again, we'll say $35. Great price for that ratchet. It'll definitely do what you want it to, and it'll get the job done for you. I would not hesitate to buy another one, and in all honesty, I'll probably buy a 1/4-inch and a 1/2-inch next time I get to Lowe's. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this review on the Craftsman Overdrive Ratchet. Now, I'll be honest with you, now that we're starting to get the turnover and we're starting to see spring in the air, we're probably going to do less and less tool reviews and more actual work on the vehicles. But I thought to try to get through the winter months, let's review some tools, unboxing tools, show you the tools that I use. But now that the weather's getting nicer, I'm actually to get outside more, get more daylight. Most of the next content that's going to come out the next few months will be car related. So hopefully you'll stick around to check out some of the car build stuff and not just the tools. Please tell me in the comments, have you used these ratchets before? Do you like these ratchets? If not, why don't you like them? Why haven't you used them yet? I think if you're looking for a $35 ratchet, I would not hesitate one bit to pick up this Craftsman Overdrive. It's made by Stanley Black & Decker, same people that obviously make Stanley tools, Black & Decker tools, Mac, USAG, Facom. So we know that the people making these tools know how to make good tools. So $35, you can't beat it. Please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't, and I'll catch you in the next one. Deuces.